The debate for the Yes is Yes law has begun in the Spanish Parliament. Its purpose is to toughen the penal code against rape, following a proposal from the Ministry of Equality. It vows to make sure explicit consent is proved for sexual acts. The proposed law follows the notorious gang rape of a woman by 5 men in Pamplona in 2016 that shocked the country. Minister for Equality Irene Montero said the Yes is Yes law will walk firmly behind the Human Rights Alliance and the international feminist tide. It will spearhead a new generation of feminist rights that will change the future for women in Spain. Although conservative and far-right movements have expressed some concerns, they haven't received a lot of support from other members of the chamber. Marta González Vázquez of the People's Party raised concerns over the presumption of innocence. She said it was an innovative move, but one that carried undeniable risks, including the possible reversal of the evidence burden and the consequent reduction of the constitutional rights of the person being prosecuted. All groups can present amendments to the bill. It also qualifies forced marriage and genital mutilation as criminal offences and puts forward jail penalties for work-related sexual harassment.
Well, let's get more on this story now from Manu Tiradilos from our Spanish service. Manu, the purpose of this bill is to toughen the penal code against sexual abuse. What other changes are expected?
Well, first of all, we have obviously to remind that this is just a first step in this parliamentary path. We'll see how the law looks like at the end. But one of the main things is linked to the name. So we're saying only yes is yes. We're moving from the no means no, in a sense that the absence of rejection cannot be played in favor of the aggressor. There needs to be an explicit approval before engaging in any sort of sexual activity. We have some more other things. For example, and the penal code is complicated, but to make it easier, we have sex abuse, sex aggression, and rape. Well, sex abuse, it won't exist anymore. It's any sort of attack against sexual freedom. There was some difference regarding the use of violence, for example, to make it, to make the sentence harder or not. But sex abuse doesn't exist anymore. Now everything is considered sex aggression. And where this takes us to the next step, which is all sort of aggression means jail sentence. As in any country, or in a lot of countries, you need an amount of years to be sentenced to a certain amount of time to go physically to prison. But in this case, even if it plays better for the aggressor and does not need to go physically to jail, at least it will be in his criminal record. And one of the last things, and it's linked to one of the more controversial, at least the parties are having trouble to reach an agreement, is the prostitution. Where not, or the idea is not only to pursue those who force women to work as prostitutes, but also those who get benefits to make money with it independently of their relation with the woman. There are some other things, like, for example, more protection for victims, better attention. But as I said, this is just a first step. Most of the parties want to put on some amendments. We will see at the end of the road how this new law looks like when it's all finished.